What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TammanBaseballFan.com. Every day I get a boatload of questions when it comes to baseball cards, and if I run into a question I think will help benefit the community, I will answer publicly. So here is kind of my answer to the last question I had. The question was, how can I record purchases and sales of baseball cards? Now, I am not a finance major in college. I don't have any degrees in college or anything at all, but I do know this. I know it's extremely important to record what you buy and what you sell. Even if you don't plan on selling cards or anything, it's important to really kind of record what you purchase, so that way you kind of know what money you have into your collection. So my intent for this spreadsheet that I've set up and that you see in front of you here is, which by the way, it's going to be free, available for download, link in the description here. But it's to be able to allow you and anybody else here that's watching this to download this and use this right away, like to start today, as opposed to having to research it and see, oh, well, what's best, what's not, and, because this certainly is not the best. I'm sure there's way better, way nicer spreadsheets out there to use, but this is something that you can use right away. So let's go ahead and hop into it real quick. I have the columns: item purchased, date purchased, purchase price, date sold, sold price, and profit loss. It's very simple. Put what you've bought or sold here, purchase price, date purchase, purchase price, date sold, sold price, profit and loss. So this is actually a calculated column. So for instance, if you have this $86 Canseco rated rookie, these are all bogus numbers, by the way. I just put this as a sample, but let's say you purchase for $5 and you sell for $10. The profit is $5. So this is actually calculated by subtracting this from this. And you can see this up here. Here's the formula. Equals sum, open parentheses, E2, column E, row 2, minus C2, column C, row 2. Now you can copy and paste this formula and it will continually do the work for you. I'll give you an example here. Also, you take a look at this, by the way. This number here, this is the total, equals sum, open parentheses, F2, which is this right here, colon F31. So it goes all the way down to here. And you can extend this to wherever you want. You could have this say 301 if you want. It'll continually add all this. So let's go ahead and add a card real quick. Let's say we just purchased a 1988 score rookie and traded Craig Biggio on the 4th of July for $5. And today we sold it for $19. You see, it automatically did two things here. Number one, it calculated that for you. It's $14 is the profit. And it added it to this. So the total that you've purchased or that you've sold, the profit that you have so far, is $25. And so this, by the way, you'll see one that's negative. And this is because this shows that you took a loss. Now you can actually format the cell by right-clicking in the cell, and you could have it show negative or red instead. So that way it kind of shows very quickly that that you lost money on that one. So one other thing that I did, just as an example to kind of help out a little bit, because sometimes you might want to do a breakdown by month. I just add these titles: purchases for June, sales for June, profit loss for June. So for this first one here, the purchase for June, the formula is C4 to C5 because these are the only two purchases we made, right? So C4 and C5 is this. So it adds those together. Sales for June is really just this one here, it looks like. So you set up with E3, colon E3. That's because there's only one purchase or one sale in June for $15. And the profit and loss for June is $3 because it subtracts these two numbers. And so you can, by the way, just as the total, this will, continually update before I forget. So you throw $100 in there, it becomes $125. You throw in $20,000, it becomes $20,125. So anyways, that's just a very quick way of doing this. Again, it's not something that is probably the best out there, but it is something that you can use right away and get you on the right track now. And I've never heard of anybody regretting recording their purchases and sales, so it can only help you. So anyways, hope this does help. Let me know if you have any questions, and like I said, feel free to download this sample sheet for free in the description below. Have a great day.